Hi my friends, Terry here. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great evening. It's Friday night and I just wanted to share some stamps with you. These are all stamps that I have bought from Canada Post so that I could use them on postcards or cards or letters, whatever needs postage. So I'll just start out with the everyday type stamps. Right now I have 4 of them. So these are to mail to the United States and they are $1.30 each one. It's from Far and Wide. It's a mountain. Not sure what mountain. Oh, it's in British Columbia. Then the next one is an international one and it costs $2.71 to send there. This is also from the Far and Wide series and it is in Nova Scotia. Cabot Trail on Cape Breton Island in Nova Scotia. And then these are stamps to mail within Canada. So they are permanent, and like the forever stamps that the States has. So anytime you see a P, that means they're forever. And these ones right now are 92 cents each. So they're just different scenes from around the country. And then this is the latest one I bought. It's also permanent. So this is, whenever it's permanent, it's for within Canada. But if you add it with other stamps, you can mail it outside of Canada. Okay, now I'll get into the booklet. So the first booklet is Endangered Whales. It's all about the whales. And there's 10 in here. And every book I'm going to show you is a permanent stamp. So they're all worth 92 cents. So anyway, these are the stamps. I've used one. So you get 5 different pictures. And it says, graceful and intelligent. Whales are magnificent marine mammals. Although more than 30 species are found in Canadian waters, some populations of the 5 featured on these stamps, blue whale, beluga whale, killer whale, northern bottlenose whale, and a North Atlantic right whale, have been assessed as endangered by the Committee on the Status of Endangered Wildlife in Canada. It is hoped that conservation efforts will enable the recovery of these remarkable species before it is too late. Hopefully. Then the next one I got 3 of them because they're so pretty. They are postage stamps taken from vintage travel posters. Permanent. And then these are the pictures. They also made these into postcards. So I like how they decorated the little book as well, that these people are traveling. And then this is a picture of one of the stamps, and that's all of them. And then a lighthouse. So these ones are charity ones. You pay the normal price, which I believe is $9.92 plus tax, and then they add $1 on, so you pay $10.92. So they put these ones out earlier this year. They are to help for Ukraine. The sunflower, which I believe is their flower. And then this one is for the Canada Post Community Foundation. They have their own foundation. A donation of $1 from each booklet of 10 stamps goes directly to the foundation to fund local and national nonprofit groups that make space for children and youth to flourish. And that's them. I've used one. I think I used it on a World Postcard Day card. So those are nice. Then this is Christopher Plummer. I'm not sure what movie this is from, but he was in The Sound of Music. He's Canadian, was Canadian. So I bought these the day they came out, I believe. Among many other honors, Plummer was appointed a Companion of the Order of Canada. And then this is Margaret Atwood. If you guys are readers, you know who she is. She's a Canadian author. I have not read any of her books. I am not a big reader. A word after a word after a word is power. I don't know if it says where she was born. She holds the titles of Fellow of the Royal Society of Canada, Chevalier of France's Ordre des Arts et des Lettres, and Companion of the Order of Canada. I do not know French at all. I was born in America, and I didn't come to Canada until I was 12, and you start learning French, I think, in grade 1. So I just don't know it. And then this is Buffy St Marie. She is a Canadian folk singer, I think, and she is Indigenous. And she has been around for quite a while. And she is a singer, songwriter, activist, author, and educator. She's believed to have been born on Saskatchewan's Piapot First Nation in 1941. Yep, she's a folk singer. And her many honors include the Order of Canada and an Academy Award for co-writing the hit Up Where We Belong for an Officer and Gentleman. Very nice. And then I have, these came out this year. I think the Buffy St Marie one came out last year. So these are all Indigenous leaders. Now I'm sorry, I am probably going to, except for this guy, I am probably going to say the names all wrong. I'll do my best. I might get this one right. Anyway, he is Harry Daniels. And he's from Saskatchewan. And he's from the Métis heritage. Métis, I think. I think it's Métis heritage. A force to be reckoned with. He successfully led efforts to have the Métis recognized as Indigenous people in Canada's Constitution. And then this one is Jose Kuzugak. Jose Kuzugak. And I have used one of his. This is him. One of these guys is him with his family. And considered by some to be a father of Confederation for his pivotal role in the creation of Nunavut. He dedicated his life to raise awareness of Inuit identity and issues in Canada. Okay. And this charming lady is Marie Anne Daywalker Peltier. And I've used a few of hers. And let's see about her. She is a First Nations chief in Canada. She's a champion of the Oconese First Nation. And she was appointed a member of the Order of Canada in 2018. And here's another lady I don't know anything about. She's a jazz singer, and I don't like jazz. So that's probably why I don't know about her. So she says Collins confronted racial prejudice by cultivating the principles of equality and acceptance through her professional and volunteer work. Then I got these. 3 of these. 3 of these. They came out this year. They're the vintage Carousels. I'll get one that's not used. And there's 5 different Carousels. And they have a different shape, which is kind of cool. It tells you where they were from. I don't know where these places are, but it does tell you, and it probably tells you here. The Lakeside Park Carousel, which is, this one is from Ontario. Then I got a veterans one. I think it probably First World War. And I've used one of them. So we have to support our veterans. And all three of these are from one road in Canada. Let me see. 3 Canadians, First World War soldiers who were recipients of the seldom awarded Victoria Cross, Britain's highest honor for bravery in combat. So they lived on Pine Street at one time or another in Winnipeg. And a commemorative plaza erected nearby in 2005 features a stone monument in the shape of the Victorian Cross and 3 steel silhouettes honoring the Valor Road boys. So the street was officially renamed Valor Road in 1925. So these ones are celebrating Black History Month, which is February, I believe. And these are Willow Grove, New Brunswick. And then it says, although Willow Grove and Amber Valley no longer exist as all Black communities, as residents left for better economic opportunities, the influence of their descendants lives on. And then this is Truth and Reconciliation stamps. This is in honor of the students that were taken away from their families, forced to change their culture in, what are they called? Residential schools. That is a terrible thing. September 30th here in Canada is Truth and Reconciliation Day to, ponder and remember the children that had to endure this and the ones that survived it. And it's also a day to wear orange. And these are the stamps. They're beautiful. It says here, the road we travel is equal in importance to the destination we seek. There are no shortcuts. When it comes to truth and reconciliation, we are forced to go the distance. These were created by First Nations artists. And then we come to sports. This is the only sports one I have. And it is the Summit Series. And it was from 1972 when Canada won the series against Russia. It was 1972. I was in high school, and I know exactly when this happened. I was in the cafeteria with my friends getting lunch, and then I'm not a sports person at all. And all of a sudden I heard the TV was on in the cafeteria, which it usually isn't, but of course it was a special time. And I heard people like screaming and cheering, and so I'll always remember that moment. It's one of those, where were you when that happened? Okay, now we move to desserts, Canadian desserts. And there's 5 of them. So these are, I believe, desserts created by Canada, or Canadians. So we have blueberry grunt, which I don't know what that is, but that's that one. Butter tarts, yum yum yum. Sugar pie, I do not know what that is. Nanaimo bars, they are so good. And Saskatoon berry pie. I've never had that one either. I've had the 2, but... And these 2 are so delicious. I imagine the other are too. And it makes it look like it's on a recipe card. And the stamps are shaped. So that's kind of nice. And then flowers. So the calla lily. There's 2. So there's 5 of each one. And this one comes with little stickers. And then we have our wonderful queen. Our late queen. This was put out for her Platinum Jubilee this year. I wish I had bought more now. And so that's them. I won't be using these as freely now. And then these are all Christmas ones. There's some double ones in here. So it looks like I have 3 of these packages. I've used quite a few, it looks like. This one's, no, with Santa. Jolly O Saint Nick. And then this is one I bought last week. But this is international. So they're $2.71 each stamp. little elf. These are United States ones. Well, when I bought them, they were $1.20. Now it's $1.30, so I'm going to have to add 10 cents to it. Little toques. And these are for Canada, permanent stamps. Christmas socks. And then I bought this one last year, and then I bought this one this year. These are United States ones. And these are both, they're $1.30. So they're up to date. And these are by the artist Maud Lewis. Collection of the Art Gallery of Nova Scotia. And then this was from her too, and I bought this last year. And these are also for Canada. And these, look how pretty they are. Yeah, she's one of Canada's most beloved folk artists. So my friends, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the like icon, yay, and give me a comment. I would love to hear from you. I will talk to you later. Bye now.